into episode 1 of the Banner Press Coaches Show. I am Chris Wimmer from the Banner Press, here with Brenham head coach Glen West. Thanks, Coach, for joining us. We're going to try and bring this show to you every Tuesday afternoon. So right now, let's just jump right into it. To start off the season, this is obviously week 2, so it's been a strange opening of the season with practice starting a little bit late, school starting a little early. Your first scrimmage got rained out. Your your first game also got canceled due to Hurricane Harvey. Have you ever experienced an opening to the season that was this strange, where you got the one scrimmage and the late practice time and all that combined?
No, we've had some strange situations that happened before. Back in 2005, we had the hurricane that put us out for 19 straight days, but it did everybody in this area.
Yeah.
And then we had the hurricane back in 2008, Ike. And when Ike happened, we actually missed a week there too. But what makes this different than most is the fact that we missed a scrimmage and missed a game, but Elgin didn't.
Right.
So we're playing a team that's had 2 scrimmages in a game versus us that have had 1 scrimmage, it feels like a month ago.
Right, that's what I was going to say. We're obviously getting to Elgin as we go along. To slightly step back, you did have the green and white scrimmage on Thursday. Luckily, the guys were able to get a little bit of work in. Mm-hmm. You and I did a post-game recap, so we're not going to go over all of that stuff. But since you've had time to look at the film from that, did anything else jump out at you from offense or defense once you saw the film that maybe you didn't notice while you were actually in the scrimmage?
Well, it was a unique situation because we filmed it and did it just like it would be a normal ball game,
right?
Which was good. And we were able to see things from 3 angles, and it had a little bit, it really did, had kind of a game feel to it, which was nice. I would say the advantages we had in having that scrimmage, we were able to do things that made it feel like a game. We got to do our pregame warm-up. Right. We had a crowd in the stands, we had a band, we had the national anthem. We were able to go in and talk to the team in pregame. We were able to actually had a halftime, talk to them at halftime. So we were able to go over the things that need to do, and as small as a pregame meal, we had a little mess up there.
Okay.
So those are things that we normally would have messed up Friday. We messed them up early, so we can fix that. Sideline communication wasn't as good as we needed it to be. Okay. We work on that. A little chaotic at times with all the people on the sidelines. There's some new faces.
Sure.
So how do we handle that and do that right? And then substitutions, how we substitute during the game. So I think it was definitely a help. Now, is it the same as a ball game? No way.
No.
But it definitely was better than the alternative and not do nothing.
Right.
So I feel good that we did that. Hopefully we learned from that, and it's like I said, the best we could do without having a game.
Well, that's what I was going to say. That at least helps you get into the routine, simulate the routine that the guys need to be in, since they didn't have that second scrimmage or the first game. And so I guess the next question would be, how are they holding up since they haven't seen another team across the field for almost a month, like you mentioned?
Well, I mean, again, it's a disadvantage. I mean, there's no joke about it. I mean, we're behind. I'd feel much better if I had 2 scrimmages in a ball game.
Sure.
Much better. I don't know how kids react differently in a ball game. Some actually surprise you in a very good way,
right,
and some surprise you in not so good a way.
Sure.
And so you got to get to that and see how they do in that situation. That's advantage Elgin, not us.
Right.
The other thing is game shape. There's no way to simulate game shape. How your stomach feels in the middle of a third quarter or the start of a fourth quarter in a humid night. That's something you have to experience and understand. I can survive this. I can keep playing hard.
Right.
Those are real issues that you deal with. And then a huge part of football, and you saw this Saturday on TV, are breakdowns in your special teams.
Right.
They practiced their special teams live. We have not. We did the other day somewhat, but not the same as a ball game when you've got explosive returners and things like that.
Right.
Those are huge disadvantages that we're going to have to, mess with. On our side, we're Cub Stadium. Glad we're here and not traveling to Elgin.
At least the first one's at home.
That helps. And so that's an advantage us. The only other advantage is we have been working on these guys now for 2 weeks.
Right.
And so we have had some, even though we haven't had game experience, we are familiar with what they're doing.
Right.